You're what's good with it? What's happening? What's popping? What up, though? What's happening? All that good shit, man. Hope y'all doing fine. Hope y'all enjoying y'all day so far. Hope y'all smiling, man. Even if y'all faking that shit. Hope y'all smiling. Hope y'all, attacking the day with precision, attacking the day being proactive, attacking the day like how you want to finish the day. Shit, hope y'all drinking some water, a little H2SO, a little essential. Hope y'all drinking some tea, man, eating some vegetables, eating some fruit on a daily basis, man. Keeping y'all right, man. I was just thinking about something, I was just thinking about, like how success or how, finding who you are or how, or the journey you have in life, that you're going to have to sacrifice things in life. To get to where you need to get to, you're going to have to sacrifice things. You're going to have to sacrifice habits. You're going to have to sacrifice patterns. You're going to have to sacrifice relationships. You're going to have to sacrifice instilled thoughts that you have in your mind about how you think things are, how you have to sacrifice. Like, it's just a bunch of sacrifices that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go through these things to get to where you need to go. And like, sacrifice definitely will showcase itself in your life more than not. Real talk. Like, a lot of times, we hold on to things because we don't want to let them go. We don't want to sacrifice things. We don't want to. We're so familiar with certain things. We're so familiar with being in a certain place in our lives, and that's where we kind of lived that for so long that we don't really want to sacrifice it. We don't really want to let it go because we don't know what's on the other side of that. But in life, in order for another door to open, you have to close doors. You have to close your mind on things. You have to close doors. Like, because doors going to be closed on you even if you wanted to or not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's people that walked out of your life that you didn't understand why they did. You don't know. You feel me? Like, that was just a door that probably was closed. You don't know really know why. I'm sure it was opportunities that you thought that you worked hard for that didn't turn out to be what it was, or the door was closed in your face. I'm sure it was a relationship that you put your all in and you sacrificed so much for a relationship and then it didn't turn out to what you think it was. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be times where the door be closed in your face and you don't understand why. So it's going to be times where you have to make a definitive decision as well to close doors or to sacrifice things in order for you to grow, in order for you to get better. And you probably going to suffer through that or something like that because it's unfamiliar territory. And when you're in unfamiliar territory, you're unfamiliar with it. You have no knowledge of what's going to go on. And you know how we always try to put pieces together and, be proactive about situations or project things or try to think futuristic about things and plan things and be so attached to these things. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody do that. We all be trying to plan our birthday a whole 2 years before, and we all got it how we want it to be planned out, how we want everything to go. And we start to attach ourselves more and more and more to that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as it get closer or whatever, we start to attach ourselves. Okay, I'm going to invite this many people. We're going to go here. We're going to do this when we get there. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And by the time you get there, you already attached to how you want things to go. But let's just say it don't go that way. You feel what I'm saying? These are times where we have to get through those things. And it might cause some sacrifice. We have to sacrifice our attachment to what we think that is. We have to sacrifice our attachment to how we projected things and how we laid things out, because things will never go like the way we think they would go. Things will never go like how we planned them to go, but they will always go how they were supposed to go. It's like we, with our human desire and our, our pride, our self-pride, we get attached to things and we don't understand, or like we don't want to understand, or we force ourselves to think something was what it wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't want to say at the end of the day, like, okay, I was wrong. Like, that's like a human flaw, you know? Like, we all have that flaw of just saying, like, you know, I was wrong. And, like, really mean that. Like, I was wrong about how I projected that. I was wrong about how I thought about this person. I was wrong about this job. I was wrong about, you know, on the, you know, the outside looking in. They always say the grass ain't green on the other side. Like, that shit is real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying it's green on this side, but just because it ain't green on this side, that don't mean it's green on the other side either. And some people attach themselves to the it's green on the other side. But it's not. It's not, because if you don't change yourself, if you don't sacrifice things within yourself, it's gonna be green over there too. Because the only thing that moved was you. You didn't change your mindset. You didn't change how you are. You didn't change internally. You just moved to another place, or you just moved to another person, or you just moved to another job. But you didn't do the work within yourself. So it will never be green on the other side unless you are greener. Unless you do the work. Like, just because you go to another relationship, or you fail one relationship, and then you go to another one and you think it's gonna be green over there. No, it's still gonna be probably the same. You know why? Because you probably still the same. And you probably haven't came to your mindset of maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I did some things wrong. Maybe even though that person did whatever they did, maybe I could have done things better for me. Maybe I could have thought about me more. Maybe I could have made a couple more decisions for me and all of that, not blaming on somebody else so I can feel good about myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let me read this little quote. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. That's deep right there. This is another quote from Martin Luther King. There is nothing more majestic than the determined courage of individuals willing to suffer and sacrifice for their freedom and dignity. You're gonna have to suffer and sacrifice for your freedom and dignity. You're gonna have to suffer and sacrifice to find out who you really are, because, like I said, we usually are attached to what our people taught us, what our neighborhood taught us, what our circumstances taught us, what we learned in school. Like, we always attach to those things because we probably been around them so long, and we have to separate from those things. We have to sacrifice those things in order to get better. If you want to get better, we have to sacrifice mindsets, you know, if you want to get better. Not to get you right. You got to sacrifice things in life. And that just comes with life, man. Like, it do. Like, that ain't something we talk about a lot, sacrificing things or sacrificing stuff. That ain't something we talk about a lot, but you have to throw things away. You have to get rid of things. You have to get rid of people. You have to do that in life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody you met in day one ain't gonna be there your whole time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could know somebody for 10 years and still not know that person. And then you can meet somebody in one day and y'all can be more connected than that person you met for 10 years or you knew for 10 years. Sometimes we all just stay in things because of familiarity. We keep the same friendships because of familiarity. And we keep the same friendships a lot of times because we don't want to change. And that person knows us, I guess, the best, or, you know, we don't want nobody else judging how we are. We just have the same person that, I guess, known us for a long time, judging us for who we are. We don't want nobody else to challenge who we are. So we gonna keep the same people around, you know, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and that can limit you just as much as staying in something you don't want to be in. Like, it's comes a time where we definitely have to sacrifice in order to take the next step in your life. You definitely have to sacrifice to take the next step in your life. And like I always say, man, it ain't gonna be easy. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be easy and anything like that. But what is easy in life? Every day you get up, you run into something that you didn't know was gonna happen. You hear something that you didn't think you was gonna hear. You see something that you didn't even think you was gonna see. And if you getting pushed and pulled by everything outside of you, then that should tell you right there that you need to go inside of you to figure things out for you. You feel what I'm saying? This is another quote. Don't sacrifice yourselves for the wants of others, neither your body, your soul, or your spirit. Let me say that again. Don't sacrifice yourself for the wants of others, neither your body, your soul, or your spirit. Don't sacrifice yourself for other people. Don't be throwing yourself under the bus for other people. Trust me. In life, bro, you gotta understand. People know what they doing, man. Like, people know what they doing. Just like your job and your manager, they know what they doing. They know how to, they talk to everybody different. You understand? You ever notice that? When you in a job and people getting different type of treatment, or you talking to people different, or they talking to people different, and you noticing it, they know that they know what they doing too. You feel what I'm saying? They know what they doing too, but that ain't even about. It's good to notice that. You feel what I'm saying? It's good to be able to notice that there's a different approach with everybody in life. There's a different approach. Everybody talk to people different depending on their respect for them, their loyalty for them, their, I don't know, you can say power over them, their relationship with them. It's always different. But the source can actually change that. And you are the source. The more you respect yourself, the more you show that you're not willing to deal with certain shit, the more you always, you know how you stepping up to the plate for your life, the better people will treat you. This is an example. Let's say you at work and you've been busting your ass at work, right? And your manager not giving you the, you know, like he just kind of like, or she just kind of playing it like you just doing what you supposed to do, but you know you doing the max. If you don't say nothing, they gonna allow that shit to keep happening. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be like, okay, you doing a dope ass job. But the time you walk in there and say, hey, I've been busting my ass in here, I've been working better than everybody in this motherfucker, I've been doing my thing, and I deserve a raise, or I deserve this, or I'm out. That's the time that's the time you're gonna get the truest version of them, and that's the time they're gonna respect you, because they see that you really care about what the hell you're doing. They see that you really know what you're doing. You're not just doing it because you want somebody to pat you on the back or something like that. You actually put in this work. And them be the times where they really respect you. You feel what I'm saying? Don't sacrifice yourself for the betterment of other people because you just want to keep situations calm and shit like that. Don't do that. That's not helping you at all. You gotta go for what you want. And sometimes you gotta sacrifice your pride. You gotta sacrifice your humbleness. You gotta do that in time. You gotta keep your humbleness in you at all times. But it's not all the time. Sometimes you gotta know, like, hey, bro, I'm cold as fuck. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing this shit. I'm handling this shit. I'm the first one in here. I'm working hard. I'm finishing early. I'm doing my thing. I don't cause no problems. I deserve a raise. You gotta speak up for yourself. Because if you don't speak up for yourself, bro, don't expect nobody else to speak up for you. Because they are not gonna speak up for you. And they see what you're doing. Trust me. Because if it's a manager and you busting your ass and doing more than everybody else, bro, he's talking about you, or she's talking about you because she's seeing what you're doing, or he's seeing what you're doing. Because I'm sure every other employee ain't doing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So if you standing out, understand that you standing out. Sacrifice your pride, man. Sacrifice your pride because you know that you're doing your motherfucking thing. In life, you're going to have to sacrifice things. And it ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be... It's going to be tough because it's different. But that's a part of your growth. That's a part of, you know, your elevation. That's a part of life. And in life, you got to learn how to deal with things. You got to learn how to, you know, get better with things. You got to learn how to manage things. All that good stuff. So that's just what that was, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Share the video, all that gang shit, man. All that gang shit. All that good shit, man, for real. Love yourself, man. Be gentle with yourself. Enjoy yourself. Y'all be easy.